That was... Hello, this is DarkElf85 on YouTube, or HektontheMage's on PSN, and welcome back to LANGRISSERⅠ. Sorry, I'm laughing because right before I started the stream, my left ring decided to go off my finger and roll on the ground. This ring easily gets off my finger. Usually it's more during wintertime, not during summertime, because like wood, metal expands. I'm pretty sure it expands in summer, and de-expands, that's not right. Contracts, there we go, in wintertime. So I don't, yeah. Or it might be just the sweat on your finger that usually keeps your rings on. Well, the other. But anywho, I hope everyone is doing okay. I'm doing better. I don't know if my back is to the same crappy position as it was before. On Tuesday. No, I mentioned this. Yeah. I streamed last Wednesday. Yeah, it was the day after I started getting medicine for muscle relaxers. So I got that from the doctors, and I think it's been doing okay. Another good thing is that I did get my new furniture in. So I do have my 3-seat sofa that has a queen-size pull-out bed, so sofa sleeper of queen variety, and I do have my reclining rocking chair. Both of the Lazy Boy, I'm sorry, it looks like Lazy Boy when spelled out, so I'm like, I'm gonna say it like that because that's what it is. Make it make sense. But I will say the best sofa was the one that got in Korea that I had before I left, which whoever decided to take that, or if they decided to leave it in there, I'm sure someone nabbed it. I would not doubt it, because it was on sale. I think it was on sale for like $600. That was like, I see it was a powered recliner on 2 sides. That's like, I saw how much that cost when I was getting my furniture. That's like over $1,000. I saw one that was similar. It was like over $1,000. I mean, it got on sale. Also, it was over $1,000. I think it was actually marked more, but it was on sale for them too. So it's probably 2,000 or whatever. But anywho, you'll notice that my character, well, Ledin, is at level 17 because I did some grinding. So yes, I did do that. We'll look at it, and we're also going to be changing some classes in a moment. I should also mention, I forgot to mention it last Wednesday. This is something ridiculous. So when I was walking the neighborhood, this effing little dog decided, I noticed it trying to chase after someone who got into a truck and left. Then the dog saw me, and it fucking followed, well, it's kind of too, whatever. It fucking followed me, like 4 blocks. Maybe it was 3. It was starting to get ridiculous. I'm like, dog, go back. I cannot pick you up and take you back to your home. I do not want to walk back to the stupid house to knock on the door and be like, hey, is this your stupid dog that's not on a leash or whatever? Someone honked. I don't know if the dog knew them or it got freaked out and ran back, but at least I'm glad that person honked in their car. I mean, the dog wasn't in the street. It was on the sidewalk. I was kind of worried because it was in the street for a little bit, a little bit further down, but I'm like, this dog, like literally I'm like trying to get it to shoot, and then if I go forward, at it, it will go back, but then of course it would still bark and still try to follow after me if I turn my back on it, because as dogs do. And I'm like, you're a little effing dog who does bite. I can't pick you up. I got flashbacks to when I was a paper deliverer, a paper boy, and effing these 2 dogs on the last house I delivered the paper to, these 2 dogs from across the street and across the yard will yip and right after me because they had like a hole in their fence or whatever, and people didn't give a care. I mean, it was like, leave me alone. I can't hit you. I can't stomp on you. Kicking you would not be wise. So I'm just like, I don't like small dogs. Dogs. My parents have at least, well, they have one now. But, like, did that mean that they scarred me about having dogs? I mean, well, we had dogs and cats and other stuff, but, well, mostly dogs and cats. There were other things too, but most of those. At some point I was looking at trying to figure out if I need to get pet protectors or whatever to wrap up my cords in. My sister said she didn't have to deal with that for her cat. She also didn't have to deal with, I looked up online and they're like, yeah, acclimate your cat in one room first for a few days. I forgot if it was one or it was three. And then let it explore more and not to overwhelm it. I'm like, well, she lived in a studio apartment originally. Yeah, that's cool. It's a huge room. I mean, I guess there's a bathroom, but I mean, so I'm like, do I really have to do that? And then I'm like trying to figure out where I'm going to put this litter box, because my mom mentioned the utility closet or utility room. It will block the entryway if you need to check something. Like, you literally would have to move the litter box out of the way. I'm like, this is not helpful. I have to figure it out because I do want a cat at some point. But yeah. On another note, it wasn't this originally like at 40 something. He's now limited at 44 something. Now he's limited to 58 people. I don't know if that means just it must mean every unit. Yeah, not like the commanders or whatever. But another thing to mention is I did hear back from the apartment complex for breaking my contract, and then I did see everything. So probably shouldn't say this out loud. Well, whatever. I saw what it was. So they were going to charge me for breaking the lease 3 months early to pay those 3 months. And then they subtracted my rent deposit, which was a month's rent. And then I'm like, okay, it's under $1,000. Fine, I'll pay it. I don't want to be nice. I don't want to do any rock the boat because that's not me. I mean, now if they come back like, oh, you need to pay, then I'm going to put my foot down. I'm like, okay, fine, take me to court because you know what, you're pissing me off and you've not done X, Y, and Z. And I haven't filled out the form yet that says, oh, is like a survey about your time with us. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, fuck you. I had an infestation of cockroaches basically the entire time I was there. The only time I didn't is when it was deep freeze of winter, and they're just hibernating. I'm sure they were still in the cracks of the fucking walls. But yeah, I won't type sword. I type better than I speak. I do say that. I do that. And I also use big words. But anyway, yeah, it bothered me. Also, I know I didn't put down a 600, how much my 1 month's rent worth of a deposit. I told him it's like $675. So I had to pay $875. They subtract that. I'm like, I did not put a $675 deposit down. But I'm like, whatever. You can claim I did. So I had to pay $875 to break the contract, plus $9.99 because I paid online. I could have gone to I wasn't in their town where they're located, but they're not open on the weekends. But apparently it went through the same day or on Sunday because I saw it when I was doing my on my register to balance my checkbook. Well, I mean, I'm not using checks per se for those, but you know, and double checking with online. So I got all of that done. So the only thing that I'm missing are the second check that I turned into the people who delivered my furniture, because they're part of the furniture company. So I need that check to go in, and I need the check to clear for my car for the fender bender restoration. And then everything would be good. I even got paid early. I got paid on Friday for my job. I was like, oh, Monday's the last day. Because they didn't want to do it on Monday, which makes us do it early. Okay, so, sorry, I digress, but yeah. So he has 36 CP, commander points. She has 30. See, she has over 20 kills now. She has a higher experience than him. Now you'll notice that Narm and Taylor are the highest in levels, and obviously eliminations, but that's because, you know, on that last map, they're the only two that can like fly or swim out far in the ocean or across the big river. It's not an ocean, it's a river. And so yeah, they're attacking all those enemies. So of course, yeah, and they have the good magic that can do whatever. So yeah, yeah, that's why they're number 19. I think Taylor's still 19. Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's 20. But she has, I think she have the most CP at 54. It might be someone else, but she's pretty close. We got 17 with 33, 16 with 25. Yeah. Oh yeah, he was still low because he wasn't able to get some more points at the last moment. It was annoying. 17, 33. No, she has the highest. Okay, yeah, 19 and 43. Alright, I hit the wrong button. So what we're gonna do, I don't think he can change. No, not yet. Man, I should have replayed one more time. Although it was getting hard to gain levels. So, yeah. What I'm gonna do... No, she's not gonna do it. Okay, so I will pop her up to the next level, because I can. So I will do Dragon Lord. And then what's going to happen is that I'm going to have to do this 2 more times, and then to get to the final one. I mean, I'm going to be, you know, after 2 battles, I'm probably going to be behind in levels anyway, like I was the previous times. So I'm just going to grind. Whatever. It is what it is. Because I do want to get Dragon Lord. Because I want her to have heal before I switch her over. I wonder if I switch in the same row, if I still get those abilities. We're gonna find and we're gonna test that out, folks, because I'm gonna do that with Jessica in a moment. Because I have her as a sage. I want her as a mage. Not, is she a sage? Hold on. Saint. I want her as a mage. I want the magic. So we're gonna see if we actually keep Angel, Crusader, Sharp, you know, and all that jazz. Even though she could, or she can't go up there. Yeah, so we're gonna find that out. So we're gonna go to Dragon Lord. Okay, so that'll be 20, 20, and then whatever that is. Her MP and her attack will go down. That'll be really annoying, but whatever. She can have Griffins! Okay, I'm gonna see. We'll see if she has her Angels and Crusaders when she goes to mage, because I want that magic. Then it's gonna be the same thing as Narm. Boom, boom, boom. Over. Actually, no! I'll go over here, and then I'll go here, because I have this unlocked with Saint. That's fine. So I would like to be Archmage. Oh, staff changes before I go over to High Priest. Yeah. He can't do it.